From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
Hey, 57, 57. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Hey, 43, 43, 15. 48.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Here's Austin. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check 53. Let's go. Check. Cross.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion.
Did you find an easy pass?
A 1st down
Oh, it was a ball on that
and an alley to run.
You got a right there.
23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, let's see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB. Throwing on second and long. Mahomes, he's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 33 yards that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Mahomes now on first down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill, 49 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Second and 3 at the 32-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3.
Go, get out there. 56. Bound to lose one.
Now Prescott. Completes it to Austin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. Elliott on 1st down to get this back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. These two teams all tied after one. Started the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 38 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the 1st. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having a pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up, because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Sacks a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long.
Yellow. Mike 48. Mike 15.
To throw, it's Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Tyreek Hill made his return in Week 6 after being out since the opener. And he was good. His 9th game with 2 or more touchdowns since he came into the league back in 2016. During that span, by the way, 18 touchdowns of 40-plus yards. That's more than double the next best total. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
For Mike. Come to my world. We won. 15. 48 Mike. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we gonna on Sunday.
Here we go. 4th down, Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Marr now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Out of the pistol, it's McCoy. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think use that against them and slip things in behind them, so some quick passes could work as well.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Fight on these two. There's a line.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's 4th down.
48 Mike.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Check 48's the Mike. Check 48's the Mike.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
48's the Mike. Pick it up.
Hey, Riblin.
Check 3.
Mahomes now on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Alpha,
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Exit. 48 to Mike. I'm going to come back to you. Check. 15.
Now it's Mahomes again. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack.
Brings up fourth down.
Check nine.
Yellow. I don't need to.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Chiefs 7.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
56. Mike, 56.
Again, it's Elliott. And an alley to run. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Big ass.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
At the 31-yard line.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Third and short yardage, Prescott. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Okay, now I want to revisit what we were doing earlier, contender versus pretender. We did the AFC. Let's rock the NFC here, starting with the New York Giants.
Pretender, but much improved.
Okay, NFC North, how about the Vikings?
Contender, no doubt about it.
Carolina in the South, what do you think there?
Contender and ascending.
Okay, quarterback play has become a good thing for them. Finally, out west, how about the Arizona Cardinals?
Pretender. The division's just way too tough. There are 3 teams better than them.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll try and get the running game going with McCoy. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Tyrone Crawford in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Watch the run. Slam, slam, slam. Back, back, back.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Here we go. I got you. Check 3.
10th carry now for Elliott. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 8-yard line.
50, Mike's 50.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Prescott. And that's Elliott. Complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10.
Undercrush.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Robinson's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally. On 1st down, Mahomes hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
We're back now in KC. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Mahomes now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. They go play fake. Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver once again. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yellow. I'm going 80. 15. Joker.
Mahomes to throw once more. And going deep for Hill. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point up and through. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays. And right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
There we go. Go right in. There we go. Kill.
I got you, punk. Kill.
Hey, kill. 26.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Prescott. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Yellow. I don't need to.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Tyrone Crawford able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Throwing here, Prescott. That's complete right around the 8. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling here. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. It's a gain of 34. Now Mahomes. This is caught by Robinson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Throwing now is Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
15.
48 Mike. 48 Mike.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Well, Prescott here to throw. Caught by Cobb. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Kill.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. Through an opening, and there he goes. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football, because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Cowboys Cowboys are going to secure the football, and with it, they'll just about secure the victory as well. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that, just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, 45 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that. But there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, getting the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
I don't need to. 180. Hey, 57, 57.
Boot, watch the boot. Chance.
15.
Mike 48.
One final try from Mahomes. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week.